Hi friends, I'm speaking my way to success. Are you? I'm part of Success Gyan's reality show Super Speaker. Success, what an enchanting word. I'm a coach and a consultant. For me, success means impacting and transforming as many lives as possible. Success could mean different things to different people. For a business person, it could mean delivering quality products or services and make profits in return. But for a monk or a truth seeker, it could mean self realization and be enlightened while walking the path without any worldly distractions. And for a coach or speaker like me, it means impacting and enriching others' lives. So, how exactly do we define success? Isn't it realizing whatever we aspire for by taking appropriate actions, creating an impact whether on a single life or many lives, and be rewarded for the same? Think about it. I'll share my principles for success, and there are 7. First one, to perceive. Let's talk about blade of grass. Every life is longing to find its full potential. Whether it's a blade of grass, a tree, or humans. Perceiving all life as important is one of my principles. We are all so connected, weaved in such a way that one small change somewhere can disrupt the whole world. It's a chain reaction. Second is paying attention. My second principle is also called perceptual consciousness. When we pay attention to an object, we become conscious of its various attributes. So let's move on to the third principle, that is living in the now. Can it be any other way? If you're complaining or sad, you are dwelling in the past. If you are anxious and worried, you are in the future. So how to be in the now? It's very simple. Just be. Eat while you eat, play while you play. It simply means your body, mind, emotion and energy must eat while eating. Ekagra Chitta, it's called in Sanskrit. It's getting lengthy. Fourth is taking small steps. Whatever may be your goal, small, medium or long, if every day diligently you take steps, small steps, one day you will arrive at it. My fifth is divine timing. Now when I talk about destination, divine timing is so important. That's my fifth principle. Trust in the divine process. To explain this, let's take an apple seed and a mango seed. So how long do you think it will be before you should expect to see a fruit from your newly planted trees? That means seeds. Which do you think would produce fruits first? Of course, the apple tree. It roughly takes 4 to 6 years. And what about mango tree? It would take 15 years. So divine timing basically means each seed carries with it the blueprint of how, what, where, when within it. And it unravels itself in right conditions. A mango tree grows well in warm climates. Similarly, each human carries a blueprint, a seed within. It needs conducive environment, right conditions to blossom to its fullest potential, to fruition. Well, let's go to my sixth principle. It's being grateful, even for my misery. Misery is a way of knowing that we are walking in the wrong direction. Being appreciative and grateful for what you have keeps you grounded. And my last principle is understand what is under my control and what is not. This perspective allows me to take decisions for the things I can control and makes me accept the things I cannot control. Hello everyone, I'm Bharti. I'm speaking my way to success. I'm part of Success Gyan's new reality show, Super Speaker. Many of my friends have asked me to elaborate on perceptual consciousness. Here I am to share a few examples. I'm not going to define what is perceptual consciousness, but I will definitely provoke your thinking. So let's begin. It was in the year 1999. I was working with Tata Telecoms agents. So Polycon police station was the in thing in those days, teleconferencing system, and we were hiring a new team to market the same. I was one of the panel members to recruit the new team, and we were interviewing a guy. He was very confident, smart and intelligent, and in fact he was perfect for the sales job. In fact, he was very, very impressive. I was observing him very keenly throughout the interview. He was absolutely impressed. Once the interview got over, he shook hands with him, gave him a nod, and told him that you can come back on Monday for further procedures. So as soon as he left, I just blurted out. I just told my boss that if you hire him, he will manipulate funds and file a case against you. CEO took my word seriously and he did a background check upon him. Those days it was not that common. So, to his surprise, he found out that in his previous employment, that guy had manipulated 80,000 rupees and filed a case against his ex-boss. So how did I get to know of such information that happened in the recent past in someone else's life? So I'll share another story with you, another incident, though there are many in my life. In the year 2008, I had been to a wedding reception, and there I had met one of my cousins after almost 20 years. Her husband was out of town and I couldn't meet him in that reception, so I asked her to show her husband's pic. So she invited me over to her house and showed her wedding album. While I was going through the wedding album, I keenly observed her husband's pic, and I knew that he won't live longer. Just looking at the picture, I knew that he won't live longer. Though I couldn't tell this to my cousin, I told this to my parents. And to our surprise, within 2 months, he died of heart attack. So how did I get to know of such information that is about to happen? So there are many such examples that happen in my life like that. I had specifically shared two scenarios here where I had access to the recent past information and the near future information, where I am remotely connected to the person. In fact, they were total strangers to me. How did this happen? So I noticed this kind of magic happened whenever I paid keen attention to a person, object, or a situation. Shall we get into technicalities now? In psychology world, they are interpreting perceptual consciousness to the sensory memory to begin with, which is inaccessible to verbalize but impacts us in our everyday lives. Whatever we store through our five senses, whatever we hear, smell, or taste, see, it all gets stored in working memory, then later in phenomenal consciousness. So, Peter and Morton, they say the present theme issue focuses on the central question of whether cognitive access to perceptual information processing is necessary for the occurrence of conscious experience of perceived stimuli. So I will leave you with this question. If you want to share your views on the same, you can comment below or reach out to me. I'm Bharti, a psychologist, coach, and a consultant. If you resonate with my thoughts, do comment below. Thank you so much for watching this video.